Welcome back to Farming Simulator 17. Today we'll be doing some public works mowing here on the Square Farms map. We'll be hopping here in our 2016 Ram 1500 Limited and we'll be making our way over to the shop. It's a pretty short drive to the shop, it's just around the block. And today we'll be using the brand new Krone Big M2 mower along with the Wright Standard, the Ford F550 and the utility trailer. And we'll be mowing the baseball park. It's pretty tall, we gotta get that mowed down, and if we do have time towards the end of today, we'll come back here and get started off mowing on our shop. I do get a lot of requests to do that, and we will be doing that. As you guys can see, just about to arrive here at our shop. I really do like having that variety of longer commutes some days and then shorter ones other days. It's pretty cool, along with starting out at different houses. We'll kind of get parked up right over here. Really nice truck overall, and one of the coolest things I like about this is the dual exhaust here in the back. Maybe we could upgrade the exhaust, make it louder. I think that that'll be pretty cool, but overall I really do like that integrated there into the bumper. As you guys can see, we do have the Krone Big M2 mower over here. It has two wings that do come down along with this front one, so we'll be using this on the baseball field along with the F550 rack body dump truck, which we'll be using along with the Wright Standard and the utility trailer. So you do have the Follow Me mod. I want to use more public mods, so all of the links will be down below in the description to everything we are using here in the video. I do get a lot of requests to do more public works videos, so I do plan on doing just around one a week. I think that that's a pretty good amount, and this will actually be our first time here using the F550, and you guys can see just activated the Follow Me mod. Really cool, just kind of follows your path, which is pretty cool. So we'll turn our hazard lights on and our beacon lights, and we will be heading out. Now I did set the following distance to be a little bit further back, so it is not pretty much tailgating us, but we'll be heading out here. And it is going to be a little bit of a drive, which is okay, and a big bonus about this Krone mower is that it's street legal, so I can't believe that we could just drive it on the road. You guys, since we do have our beacon lights and hazard lights on though. I hope you guys are having a great day today. Let me know how it is down below in the comments. My day is going good so far and hope yours is too. And I do appreciate all of the support here on the channel. It's pretty cool to upload every single day, and I do have a few updates for you. I will not be live streaming later today, and I will be live streaming on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday next week. So if you guys are excited for that, Monday will be on Twitch. Go over to my Twitch channel and give me a follow. That will be pretty exciting. So the baseball field is located right next to the high school here on the map. So I mean, that's pretty nice, and if we do have time, depending on how long it takes, probably not too long though, with this giant mower, and I really do want to feature different things, and I thought that this would be a great way to do. But if we do get this done pretty fast, we will be kind of switching it up and going back over to our shop to kind of mow that, but we are not going to be mowing the entire school. Just the main goal was the baseball park and the immediate grass just around it so that people could go practice, but baseball season isn't exactly in full swing. It's probably closing down now. So as you guys can see, we are just about to arrive here. We'll actually go in the other parking area. We could go over here, but I think we'll go on the other one. Now you guys can see Follow Me mod really does work pretty well. We will be using that Wright Standard to go into the center. I don't want to be going over the dirt, and this is too big to do the center area next to Pitcher's Mound. So we'll do it with that Wright, and then we'll head back to the shop and use it also to go around it. And I think with the Wright we'll also do a little bit out front just so that the grass isn't too tall. But we do have more crews coming out to help out with the school. It's just so big. So before we can get started off, we will have to disable the Follow Me mod. And I think that this is actually a pretty good parking spot right over here for us. So I think we'll just kind of pull this up just a little bit. We'll fold down those ramps to get ready. And you guys can see that we do have the 52-inch Wright. We will have to get the bigger one. But up next, we'll be hopping here in the Krone Big M2. And let's kind of bring it through this gate. It's a pretty small gate, but it will be able to fit in. We'll do a lot of first person today. You guys can see it's going to be pretty tight, but wow. I mean, this really does fold up. And I mean, it's a very big mower. So we'll kind of get this folded down. We'll just kind of turn our turn signals and beacon lights off. No need to have those on. on now. I mean, we aren't on the roads, anything like that. You guys, since you got it lowered down, we'll get this turned on. And I believe that this is one of the first times I'm using this here in a video in FS17. I've used this a few times back in FS15. Yes, this did get converted over, which is very exciting. I really do like it a lot. So you guys can see there is a little bit of dirt around, which is very helpful at the same time. And we just want to do a really good job, not want to kind of drive through, and there is a little bit of bump there. We'll have to come back and kind of scrape up that and then level it out just a little. If you do have any public work ideas, let me know down below in the comments. We are here on the Square Farms map, and I did actually have to delay the release here of this map. I want to release it, but I do not want to release it with errors, and I do have a few other things to do, like the fields and the doors on the buildings. But you guys can see, just take a look at this. Having it being really wide is pretty helpful, and like I was saying, that center area, we'll just use it right. No need to kind of drive this big, heavy one, damage the door, or, I mean, it's just way too big even for that area. But you guys can see, I mean, really nice cab, A-seed, and I just really like this a lot. And I think we'll outline this now while we are at it. We'll kind of go very slowly. You guys can see I am a little bit on the dirt, but not too much. And if you guys would like to see some more public works videos, let me know. And we'll just kind of redo this little section. We are very close to it, as you guys can see. Try not to get too close, because we'll have to come back out here and re-rake the dirt, especially since a little bit of grass clippings definitely did go on it. But wow, we got that outlined, and this mower does drop a little bit of grass, so maybe I'll look into that to kind of fix that. But I am trying to use as many public mods as possible and going to limit the use of private mods here for the channel. I think using public mods is going to be a lot better, because you guys get to do the same thing I'm doing here in this game, and I think that that is also always pretty cool. So you guys can see a pretty big bump. Wow, I will have to fix that before I do release this, and I did actually have to hold the release of this map. I want to get it released as soon as possible, but not with errors. And I have worked out a lot, but I still have some major things that still have to be done. But you guys can see, I mean, if we were to use like the Wright or even the 72-inch Laser Z, I mean, that would take quite a long time, and I'm always about being efficient, so it's great that the Public Works does this. This is owned by the town, and we always take care of this. So most likely, guys, we'll be heading back over to our shop and we'll mow our shop. I think that that'll be a pretty cool thing. I do get a lot to mow our shop, so we'll do that today. If you haven't already, I do recommend you go over to Twitch and give me a follow at Square2448. I did touch on it a little bit earlier today, but I will be streaming every Monday over there, and that will be pretty cool. We'll be streaming our brand new farming series, which will only be live. So we'll be streaming farming 2 days a week, and one of them will be on Twitch. So hope you guys are excited for that. But wow, having a big mower like this, it is big for us compared to the other mowers we featured here on the channel, but it's actually pretty small. They do have a much bigger Krone mower, but this one's perfect here for the Public Works. You guys can see it gets in these pretty tight areas too. I mean, I thought that this wouldn't fit, but it did, and that was great that it did, because or else we'll have to take our 72-inch mowers, and that will take us quite a long time, probably an hour to do it. With this, it's like 5 to 10 minutes, just so big, and you could actually mow a lot faster with this also, which is pretty cool. We'll get backed up here, just trying to do it. You guys can see very nice stripes, and it isn't really that big baseball season right now. It's kind of winding down, so just having it striped isn't always important towards the end. Just need to get the grass maintained, keep it up, and making sure the grass looks nice. But that's really the only big thing we do during the off season. But during the season, we definitely lay down some great stripes with the other mowers, but for now we use this. So up next, we'll be hopping here in the right, and we'll just do a little bit of mowing. You guys can see, trying to squeeze by, really do like that a lot, and first person view is a bit tricky, but I do like doing that too. So we'll just kind of get this parked up right over here. We'll actually keep it running, and no need to turn it off when we will only be here for a few more minutes, and then we'll head back to the shop. But we'll use this at our shop before we do use a big one. I like outlining big buildings in this just because getting up close with that is pretty scary, and I mean, that's pretty expensive along with buildings and everything like that. We do not want to damage them. So we'll just kind of mow right here in front, and this is not the latest version of the Wright sander. I will have to update the save game. But you guys, since we'll kind of get this mower turned off, we'll do this little section here. It might take us a little bit longer. We only have the 52, not the 72, but it shouldn't take too long. You guys can see though that this baseball field isn't that bad to kind of take care of. The Public Works also does take care of the park, and one of the parks is right next to our headquarters, so I think we'll also kind of mow that too. Mow right up against it, trying to keep the grass down and any of the insects, everything like that. But wow, I mean, using this right doesn't take long at all. As you guys can see, we are going here in a circle. I'm trying to make sure that the grass clippings will not be going onto the dirt. We do want to avoid that, and especially coming up here, we're actually going to fix it now. We'll rotate now, go the opposite way. We do not want to get it here on the pitcher's mound, just because we'll have to have a crew come out, kind of clean it up, and possibly having the clippings go over there onto the dirt could cause grass to grow, and we just do not want to do that. And wow, we are going in quite a lot of circles, probably 1 to 2 more circles, and that should be it here. If you do have any cool truck ideas, let me know down below in the comments. I do have some pretty epic mods here in the works, and I am going to be releasing a mod every month and a half, 2 months. I think that that's a pretty good amount. Don't want to release them all at once. I did release the Wright pretty fast, along with the other Zero Turn, but I want to kind of feature them in a video for a month, kind of show off everything, and then release it the next month, showing you guys everything each mod has to offer, all of the Bible options, everything that we could do in the game with it. We'll definitely do before we do release it. That way you guys get to experience it all and kind of see what it could handle before we do release it. But that is pretty much it here. So we'll get this loaded back up, and let's kind of head back now. We'll kind of leave the other mowing all around it for the other crews, because they'll be coming out with different mowers, and they'll get this all. So we'll be loading up here. We'll head back, and we'll definitely get started off at our shop. It is a pretty big area, and I do get a lot of requests to mow the shop and do longer videos, so it will be a great way to do quite a lot of things today, and also doing that. And I do have a lawn care video coming very soon. I actually haven't done some upgrades for quite some time. We might possibly have to do that, and most likely if we do an upgrade video, let me know if we should do one. We will definitely be switching out those private mods that I do have there in the game. So I'm backing this up just a little bit, and the Krone does have to be right in front of it, which is no problem. We do want our hazard lights, turn signals on, everything like that. We'll get this backed up. You really have to have it like this for the Follow Me mod to work, and it will easily be able to turn. I really do like also having the turning those wheels in the back. So we'll get this hopped in the back here, get it turned on, and you guys can see that a player does actually spawn. So we'll just kind of get turned around here, try not to do too sharp of a turn for that player, and they definitely are following us. So you guys can see mowing with the Public Works isn't that bad. We got nice air conditioned, and then we only use the right for a very little time, so I mean that's pretty nice. It is pretty hot out, 95 degrees roughly, so I mean here in the game that's pretty hot, but having AC and everything like that isn't that bad. You guys can see that person is following us. Follow Me mod is very cool. Like I did touch upon in a few previous videos, I am trying to use as many public mods as possible, so all of the links will be down below in the description. If you haven't already, I do recommend you go over to Instagram and give me a follow at Square24 for days. I do post some pretty cool pictures over there, along with notifications for all of you guys and what's happening here on the channel. We'll make this turn. Now, one of the biggest things I have noticed using the Follow Me mod is if you don't take wide turns, the player, the one following, will not. So it looks like we are the next street. Don't want to kind of overdrive it. I mean, it's a bit tricky when you do. You have to do some backtracking, but I believe that it is this street coming up. And you guys can see it's the next one, so good thing we didn't turn there. I like to be as efficient as possible when backtracking. Doesn't really go along with being efficient, but we'll kind of make this turn up here, and having it street legal is very efficient. We don't have to load it up on a trailer, you just kind of drive it, and you guys can see I will be adding license plate in. I might look into making some custom plates for the Square Farms map. I think that that'll be pretty cool, and let me know if we should do that. But you guys can see just about to arrive here at the shop, and our shop has a very big property, so I think we'll kind of hold off on the right. I will kind of do some of that off camera. We'll hop back here in the Krone once we deactivate the Follow Me mod, and let's just get mowing. I really do like this, don't really use it too much, and I just wanted to showcase it here for today's video. Now, I will also be having a few throwback videos here within the next few days. Hope you guys are excited for those too. We got this one parked up right about there. Up next, we'll be coming back here to this truck, and we'll get this one turned off, and we'll just kind of get this pulled in just in case it was to rain. I really do like having this, although it's a pretty big one. I might scale it down a bit. It's just way too big, and you guys can see it looks like there's a collision problem that we can't actually drive this on the inside. That is interesting. So it looks like we'll just kind of keep this parked up over there. I will have to fix that right. It did get moved around there, but we'll hop back here in the Krone and let's do some mowing. So overall, a very busy day, pretty productive day. We did mow that baseball field, which is great, and now we'll kind of get started off here on the shop. I do like mowing our shops, but I mean, we have a very busy schedule and not enough time to do everything else. So we'll get mowing here, and you guys can see this is very big, and we just have to kind of knock down the grass. Is a very quick and easy term for our own shop, but we do got to make it look good, and this thing really does do a great cut too. As you guys can see, we do have to be a bit tricky here over some of these trees, but the visibility out of this Krone is amazing. Really do like it a lot. You guys can see here is a public park. We are actually pretty close to it, and those areas we will have to either weed eat or we will have to get the right, which is no problem. We'll do that off camera, but you guys can see our property line is right here. The rest of it there is that office building, but we own a lot of land over here. Might have to add to the public works once we do upgrade it. I mean, we do own a pretty big area, but it's a very big town that we do have to take care of, and that requires quite a bit of equipment, but we are just pretty much outlining it. We'll do a few more passes and then we'll call it a day. And I think we'll go here on this side, and like I was saying, we'll have to come here with the rights once again to kind of just clean it up, get as close as we can to some of these things. But overall, very exciting day for us, and I actually haven't done a public works mowing video in quite some time, so it's always nice to be back here. And you guys can see just so big of a mower. It's just so cool. I am trying to be as careful as I can watching this. Do not want to get too close. Wow, we are actually very close in the back area. Just take a look at that, guys. Doing a great job, and sometimes being close is not the best thing, but when you do have some really good slower speeds, it isn't that bad at all. Just take a look at that. Doing a nice job, and the turning on this isn't bad at all for being a giant mower. I will also be moving a few of my series over to the KST map, so let me know, guys, what series of mine should we move over there from the Square Farms map. I really do like this map, but I also do like kind of changing up the maps I do play on. I think we'll just kind of get around this tree really quick. It's actually pretty hard to, but you guys can see, I mean, overall, we did do a great job there. We'll do a few more passes, and then we'll call it a day. And like I was saying, a little bit more weed eating will have to be done here with this compared to our other mowers, but that is okay. And it is just very tricky using a giant mower to do it. And also a big thing about this, like I was saying, is that it does have AC for our workers and including us. That's always great. I will actually do that little patch back there at another time, probably off camera. I do a lot of work off camera, trying to prepare these videos and make really high quality videos. You guys can see we'll do this section, but wow, if we did not have this mower, this would take us very long, and then we won't be able to kind of maintain the town, anything like that. And one of the biggest problems that I do see using a big mower is the branches that we run into with this. The trees aren't really made for giant mowers to be mowing around, but we do make it work. I have done quite a bit of first person today, which is pretty cool. I will be finishing up the rest of this mowing here off camera, but I hope you guys enjoyed today's public works mowing using the Krone Big M2 and the Wright Standard along with the Ford F550. Thanks for watching, have a great day, and subscribe for more.